Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Saturday, June 21st, 2025. I'm here to do a collective read for you. Happy summer solstice, the first day of summer. Yay. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. I'm truly grateful you're all here. This is a timeless read. This is a general collective read. Not every read's going to be for you. Okay, so just bear that in mind. Please use your higher wisdom and discernment. These are not personalized readings, okay? You're free to change the genders or the roles as you need to throughout the read. That is not important because it's all energy anyways. But again, please use your discernment, okay? Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your well wishes. You guys touched my heart, my soul. I was reading your get well messages. I'm truly grateful. Thank you. You brought tears to my eyes. I don't get a lot of kindness and love. I've always been a kind of stoic person. Handle things on my own, blah, blah, blah. But it's nice to know there's kind people out there. Thank you. Let's see where we're going to go with this, shall we? I love you guys. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the white light. What's the message for the collective at this hour? What would you like to discuss with them? So, younger woman, you or someone else, overarching energy, underlying energy. Money is more important than love. Oh, dear. So somebody's very superficial, I suppose. A soulmate reunion. Somebody wants to reunite. Maybe you or them. I don't know. A soulmate doesn't have to be love. I mean, it doesn't have to be romance. It could be family. It could be friend. It could be work. Okay, just bear that in mind. Male or female. Pay attention to your dreams. The feelings are mutual. Whether it's good feelings, bad feelings, I don't know. Time to set new goals. You or them. Yeah, you took a time out. So, I don't know. Maybe you're tired of the back and forth with somebody. Maybe they're tired. Maybe they found somebody like themselves and they finally see what you went through. I don't know. Somebody's on a timeout. Look deeper. Something is hidden. So maybe you took this time out to look into things. Maybe your feelings. Maybe, I don't know. People do things and they do it so repeatedly and we don't think anything of it until we remove ourselves and then we look back and we go, wait a minute, that wasn't right. That was wrong. You could be a Leo, they could be a Leo, or something's going to happen in Leo season. A wish will be granted. Congratulations. Now, to some people, this could be, it looks like a weed, but to others who are able to look beyond, this is an actual wish, okay, being granted. So bear that in mind. You know how you have people out there that everything's shit, everything's dark, everything's negative. They can't see the light. They can't see anything good in anything or anybody. Can't tell you what to do, but stay away from those people. They just want to bring you down. They're miserable, you know? Don't want to do the work. They want to blame the world. Younger woman, where are we going with this, please, Spirit? Karmic friends. Could be a friend. Can't fully trust them. Tension, secret competition. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Or just kick them out of your life and energy altogether. That's an obsessive lover. Dangerous, toxic, unhealthy possessiveness, and karmic. It could be a friend that maybe had an affair with your partner, you had an affair with, I don't know. Somebody's an obsessive lover. It sounds like a bugaboo. There's been some screenshots here, getting evidence, proof, and facts. You're uninterested. You're walking away. Or they're trying to make you feel uninterested. Maybe they're lying to you about somebody. It can go different ways right now. It's still early. There's thousands of people here. I'm picking up that, many, many different energies. So please bear with me. Younger woman, karmic friends. Where are we going with this? Could be a younger man. Like I said, it's all energy. Where are we going with this? Karmic friends, younger woman. Thank you. The child I was meant to be 8. Somebody was in their ego and pride, wanting power and control. Maybe they're in a lustful mood. Who knows? But they wanted to overtake you, be bigger than you. You have integrity, loyalty, and honesty. I don't know. Maybe this is a younger woman, a friend, or a younger man, a friend that wants everything you have. Maybe they slept with your partners in the past. I know, I've had a friend like that. Everything you do, they copy you and try to show it off to the world. So like when people, just say it's clothes or something like that. So people are thinking that you're copying them. You know, it's something so stupid. They want to be you. You're planting seeds. So this is the person you were meant to be. They want to be you. They don't know who they're meant to be. Somebody has addictions here, or they're addicted to you. 11 is justice. They're chained to something. They wanted to keep you chained to them. Someone's addicted to something or someone. The temple of my body. I'm trying to attack your body of work. High priest or high priestess is 2. There's a lot of secrets here. You're not talking to this person anymore. They could be trying to attack your body. Or they have addictions. Maybe they're getting sick. They've been injured. You're very balanced here. You don't say much, but you observe. You're highly intuitive and very wise. This could be a reader. You could be a reader. Somebody else is a reader or a spiritualist. Yep, they called in the storm by trying to attack you. Maybe you broke free from this relationship, friendship, partnership, whatever this is. They didn't like that. You're not talking to them, so they did something. They attacked you or tried to attack you. Maybe you are a reader and try to attack your work. But they called in the storm coming after you. 30. This is the Empress. This is a doppelganger. It could be in reverse, right? Trying to be you. Somebody's jealous, reckless, greedy, selfish, controlling, possessive. Doppelganger, wanting power and control. It's going to bring back balance, though. Okay? At the end of the day, they might be attacking you physically, verbally, spiritually, but at the end of the day, it's going to write itself out. Whatever they unleash, whatever they send your way, well, it's going right back. Congratulations. Don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. I can't stress that enough. Younger woman, karmic friends. The child I was meant to be, number 8. 8 is a number of infinity when you place it on its side, right? What you put out, you get back. It's also a number indicating karma. Okay? Be careful of the seeds you plant. Make sure they're good. Because when they start growing, when they start sprouting, do you understand what I'm saying? Where are we going with this, please, Spirit? Yep. Somebody wanted your gifts. You are a gift. You're very gifted. Your 17 is a star. You are a star energy. You're in your north node. Divine intervention, divine protection, great deal of faith, healthy, balanced, and inspiration. Could be out in the public eye. Wishes are being granted. Prayers have been heard. It's a great deal of faith. Again, it's another 8, so 8, 8. At courthouse, 23. A higher powers involved. You're dealing with institution, a marriage, a commitment, contract, a belief system. But definitely courthouse. I was picking up this morning, somebody is in spiritual court, but this could also be in 3D court. But somebody's been summoned. Some people out there that have unleashed some sort of magic on others, against innocent people that are here to do a job, have been summoned to court, spiritual court, and they've been summoned to face the Most High. I mean, doing stuff like that, if he's angry with you, I wouldn't want to be in their shoes, I'll tell you that much. And if they haven't experienced it yet, they will. And it's not going to be good for them. They've already been found guilty. And now it's bring down the hatchet. I don't envy them. Yep, this is a pathway. 35, 8 again. 8, 8, 8. It's abundance coming. At least 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people will transition, or this will change 5 people's lives. They wanted to get on your own path. They got to get on this path towards the light if they want to save themselves. But you're going towards happiness here, healing, love, the light. You have strength and courage. You have resilience, integrity, loyalty, and honesty. You're in control, or the divine's going to be taking control. Yeah, your occupation here. So a light's going to be shed on this. It has something to do with your occupation. 7, you're moving forward. It's universally driven. This is victory. You're leaving them behind. You're in control. You're taking back control, ownership, I hear. That's for a few of you. Getting back on track, moving forward. This is awareness. Somebody needs to take ownership. You have structure, discipline, and direction. They don't. They need to take accountability. It's radical acceptance. They need to bring back balance to the situation. You're moving on. This could be the authorities coming through. 7 is the chariot. Something's over. This is change. 19. It's the sun as well. So maybe somebody's coming to tell you. Maybe they wanted to get rid of you physically, if you know what I'm saying. You overcame it. 19, this is the sun, this is trust, this is God, this is source. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. They're being exposed. This is illumination. You're an official person on your path in service to God. How dare they? 22. Catch 22. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. So no matter what happens, no matter what they've done, no matter what different route they took, it would always end up this way. This is ordained. This was destined. Damn. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you. Yep, the angels are protecting you. Very balanced here. It's ordained, I tell you. They're watching your path, making sure you're on path and you stay on path. As hard and arduous as it might be, and I'm not minimizing it, okay? Some of these things you have to go through to get you where you needed to go. You needed to learn lessons. You needed to shed people and things and mindsets, possibly. Do you understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you're going to look back and be glad you got through this, and you are where you are. You are who you are, and you made the right decisions. It's all a test. We're all here to elevate, learn our lessons, right? Younger woman, karmic friend, the child I was meant to be, 8, gift, 17. Where are we going with this, please? Somebody's praying hard. Wow, 7 of Swords in reverse. They got caught. They have to come clean. They are not going to get away with this because they were too busy laughing, looking back at what they were doing, thinking it was sly and funny. It was only whatever they gained from it was only temporary with the tents in the background. You saw the smoke. They were sending out smoke signals, but they walked right into their own fucking trap. They're not getting away with it. They got caught. It is what it is. Overarching energy. Queen of Cups, male or female, remember that, okay? Just place the genders where it belongs. You could be a mother, by the way. It doesn't have to be. It could be a male. You've discovered whoever you're dealing with, whether it's love, romance, friend, family, business. This cup of love, the love they gave you was tainted. There's a fish in this cup. And you're like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this. So see the lid? Because usually the cups don't have lids on them. You have the biggest cup of love in the deck. You either did this, or this could be past, present, future, but you put the lid on it. You're saving that love for yourself or for those who are worthy of that love. You remained emotionally balanced, stable, loving, mature, and grounded. You're very loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet as well. You give unconditional love, but you're using your intuition now. You're going with your gut feelings, and that's the way to do it. If people are lying to you right to your face and you can't get the truth out of them, go with your gut. Your gut's not going to lie. Our heads play games with us. Our hearts, well, people pull our heartstrings and they can manipulate that, but your gut, it's a different story. You see through the illusions. You saw through all that glitters is not gold. They wanted to leave you with no options, potentially. They can't bribe you, coerce you, tempt you. There's no more confusion here. It was all illusions. Somebody's running out of options. They don't have a choice. 7 of Cups. They didn't want to leave you with any options, maybe. It's funny. You're being released to something that was trying to squeeze you. Somebody was making money while they were trying to squeeze something out of you, whether it's money, work, energy. It's going right back to them. They were trying to cover you up. But you stuck out like a sore thumb anyways. You still continue to stick out like a sore thumb because you're authentic. You're an original, right? You shine. Your light is bright. Obviously, these people or this person's jealous of you. Yeah. Poor judgment. They display judgment. If you're going to court, this is a judgment's gone against them. There's no a Hail Mary or a saving grace here. This is harsh judgment. They misjudged you, wanted people to misjudge you. They didn't want you having anybody around you. I don't know, maybe they wanted to keep you on standby. Whatever this is, there's no second chances. Bad decision making here, and they're getting some karma. It's a fall from grace. Somebody was very smug, full of themselves, selfish, and know-it-all, and a show-off. 9 of Cups in reverse. Very gluttonous, if you can see. They wanted it all for themselves, whatever this is. Maybe if it's a relationship, they had trophies from all the others. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Somebody didn't want you having wish fulfillment. Somebody, certainly whoever you're dealing with, has no personal achievement or success in their life. They're putting on an act, probably regaling everybody that they come in contact with your stories or other people's stories, because they're so uneventful. They're so boring. Unoriginal, I should say. This is a fall from grace. No emotional fulfillment or happiness. Yeah, they don't want this getting out. They were doing stuff in the dark. No truth or clarity. No trust here. Okay? They have no faith with the divine. Or they don't believe in relationships. Or they were hiding a marriage from you or a contract. Or they're hiding from an institution. Or if you're on a platform anywhere, they wanted to hide you. Somebody's smug, full of themselves, selfish, and know-it-all, and show off. Very uninspiring. So it makes sense. They want to steal your people. They want to steal what you have, your personality. They want to steal what you do, your words, your experiences. That's what I'm picking up. It's really sad, really. They wanted you left with no hope, no happiness. Who does that? I don't know. Yeah. This could be you or someone else. This could be male or female. This is typically generally somebody in a leadership position, somebody that's very innovative. They protect and defend the underdog. They very noble. They have morals, ethics, and honor. They're attractive. They're not afraid. They're very brave and creative. But in this deck, it's weird because typically the King of Wands is holding on to the wand. It could be a platform as well. Somebody's acting like they have authority in whatever this is. They want authority, but I'm picking up this is somebody that's so juvenile it's not even funny. They don't have their hand on the wand. They're not creative. They have no authority, but they're posing as if they do. So this is a poser. Or maybe they're trying to strip your authority away from you. Yeah. Trying to block. They're being blocked. No new beginnings. They didn't want you having new beginnings. So somebody took some sort of role in your life on, thinking they have authority over you, thinking they know what's best over you. Really what's behind it is they want to be you. They want what you have, who you are. Well, I'm doing this. It's best for them. You know what I'm saying? It's not. They have ulterior, they have another agenda here, a hidden agenda. Why they're doing what they're doing. Yeah, this is somebody, a family, somebody you're married to. It's a stability. I don't know, milestones. Milestones. This could be a family. Something to do with a home, a business stability, a gathering of some sort. Yeah, somebody's very insincere. Somebody was a love bomber, possibly. Your family could have sicked this love bomber on you. Or this is them, somebody you were in a relationship with or married to. Or they were married elsewhere. Love bombing you all the time, chasing you until they got what they wanted and then they were gone. No follow through with their promises. Very insincere, wearing a mask. Could have been doing spell work. Could be a big drinker. Never supported you. Or somebody you never supported in the past. Yeah, now they don't want you having love, friendship, and or support. Yeah, they could have went around, I was picking this up last night, somebody went around saying that they supported you financially in every way, and they never really did. They're pulling up some false receipts, blah, 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 getting people to vouch for them, what people don't know. It's all bullshit. This is a family. A large amount of money, generational wealth, a legacy of some sort. But it's a 10 as well, so 10s indicate there's an ending of a cycle. This could have been going on for generations. Somebody's going to jail. They wanted to keep you stuck in your head. They're stuck in their head. They're feeling trapped. This is self-imposed. They wanted you to be stuck. They maybe dried up your money, try to do all kinds of things to you, keeping you restricted somehow, some way, while they're pillaging from you. And then they're going to come in and cut you free and be your hero. And they think that you don't see it, but you're intuitive. You know. You damn well know what they're up to. I'm your hero. No, you're not. You're the problem. There we go. Yeah, it's not going to happen. They're being stopped here. They could get pulled over and getting arrested. But this is not going to go anywhere. They can't overcome this. They can't move on. They don't want you moving on. That's the problem. No structure, no direction, no discipline. Yeah. Maybe they're trying to dry up your money, chase everybody away out of your life. So, you're on your own. You're on a shelf somewhere. So whenever they're ready to come back and play with you some more, take from you some more, get your energy. Hi, I'm back. And then they go around saying they were supporting you. You're the piece of shit. Now they are, okay? They could be having casual hookups everywhere. Maybe that's what they said about you. This is something that's so unoriginal, it's not even funny. Yeah, it's a lie. It's all been lies. Throwing rocks, hiding hands. Somebody's unoriginal, uninspiring, not creative. It needs outside validation. This is a drama starter. Throwing rocks and hiding hands, right? Feeling entitled. Wanting attention all the time. Attacking others all the time. Quick to anger. Something's happening quickly. Damn right. A quick attack. Knight of Swords, Seven of Wands in reverse. They tried to attack you, or somebody's attacked somebody else, or they've been attacked and got injured. Somebody's got addictions, obsessions. They went to extremes, inappropriate behavior. Could be very unstable and sick and or injured. Someone's very impatient, unbalanced, not fair. Could be a fallen angel. I'm not really picking that up, but I was picking up on them last night. There will be no reconciling. They might be quick to anger and attack you if you say no to them. If they come around you. That's why they're being held back from you. Someone's going to lose their shit. No conflict resolution. This is disaster. Yeah, they can't come near you, disturb you, because you're at peace here. They're contemplating, they're trying to figure out a way to come near you. They want to look like they could have addictions, okay? But they want to look like they're at peace and they've got it together, blah, 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 blah. But there is no peace. That dove is taken off. There you go. It's all magic. It's all illusions. They could be sending magic your way. It's all illusions and manipulation. They don't have all the resources they need. They're lazy. They don't want to put the work in. They're not focused. They're scattered all over the place. They could be involved in corruption. This is not going anywhere. They didn't take any action. They don't want you taking action. Definitely could be magic. Yeah, it's a backfire. It's bad news. No communication. Something stops suddenly. They're trying to block your forward motion, trying to block communication, trying to scapegoat you for the magic that they were doing. This is the end of a family or a group. You could be dealing with a home wrecker that was doing this to you, that wrecked your family. Somebody's not happy. Yeah, the Most High is stepping in. You could be on a platform where this is the Most High, or they're dealing with an institution. Dealing with a belief system, traditional values and relationships. They're not happy. They wound up with somebody, maybe that's in your past, a past person. They're not happy. They may want forgiveness, or this is the divine stepping in. Somebody's going to have to be, they're going to be called. Okay, they're going to be summoned to step before him in spiritual court. Wow, this is a divine. Somebody's got power here. Damn. Father, boss, leader. Somebody with a lot of power. Guarding his throne. They know that you're innocent. There's going to be an apology. Using your intuition, or somebody else is using their intuition right now. Could be something to do with a marriage. I'm not picking that up. I'm really picking up the divines all over this. Is blocking you. Somebody overcame, persevered. You overcame, persevered. You put up some boundaries. Somebody's very defensive, or they're standing up and defending you. Somebody's very paranoid and defensive. See, the problem is, whoever this is wants to come back around again. This could be you, male or female. You bossed them, took back your power. You are a spiritual leader. Wow, a powerhouse, I heard. Whatever that means. You're, okay. I'll breach that if it comes back up again. Whatever this is, there's a lot of emotional wounding that took place here. It could be somebody you've known your whole life. It could be somebody that stepped in and broke up your relationship, whatever relationship this is. But somebody wants to come back around again, but they know that you'll sniff them out. Meaning that you know that they bashed you over the head with one of these rods, or all of these rods. See the wounding here. And you're side-eyeing this person. Maybe you've been side-eyeing him for a long time, him or her. And they're going, I had nothing to do with it. I don't know anything you would talk about. I don't know what you're talking about. You sound crazy. I didn't do or say anything. But meanwhile, they have blood on their sleeves. You know damn well that they're responsible for whatever this is. No, wasn't me. Wasn't me. They're hoping that you're just going to ignore it. Let's just gloss over it, right? Maybe somebody you still talk to once in a while, if it's a family member or somebody you work with or whomever this is, you run into them. And you're waiting for them to speak the truth. And it's like they're acting like nothing's taken place. They're not behind the scenes doing what they're doing, saying what they're saying, wishing you will, wishing the worst for you. They're just like whistling, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. He's confident. You know your value and your worth here, okay? 4 swords in the upright. You're at peace. You've healed. It's heartbreaking. You've been sitting on this truth for a long time. You know exactly who this is. It's heartbreaking. You've mended your heart from this, okay? You sat on the truth. You know they've been sitting on the truth. They're praying here that they still have an opportunity with you because they definitely want to come back. Eight of Cups in reverse. I don't know. Now, if it's a family member, I can't tell you what to do because family's a different situation. I mean, it could be a child or a parent. I don't know. Families break apart all the time. So search your soul. Tap into your connection with Source. Allow him to guide you. Never miss guides, I tell you. That your spirit team's there. They're on it. It's up to us to pick up the signs, to pick up the messages, to listen. And yeah, we're not perfect. We have to learn how to do it. So yeah, they're being blocked. It could be somebody else in the equation. Yeah. They're paranoid because they spread egregious gossip about you. The party's over. They're parting ways with friends, cult, coven, secret society, or the third party. They're scared. They lost control of a situation. They can't control this anymore. It got out of control. They have no integrity, loyalty, or honesty. There will be no reconciling. Okay, they're scared. They got paid to do this or paid others to do this, or this is an opportunist you were dealing with. This is a blessing that was left to you, given to you. They wanted what you had. They still want what you have. Put wish in one hand and shit in the other. See which one fills up quicker. This is a dung beetle, the scarab, right? So the divine's taking away whatever they got out of it. They're going to have to pay you back one way or another, whether it's energetically, financially. Yeah, this was your opportunity. Could be a business, doesn't have to be. But you're single, abundant, independent, self-sufficient, stable, and secure. 1 pentacle, 9 pentacles. You have 10 pentacles right here. Trust and believe. You might not have it now, but this 1's turning into 9. You have a new beginning. It's because you took a leap of faith. You're innocent. Okay? Somebody feels like a fool because they've been warned. Maybe you warned them or somebody else warned them. Don't go there. You're going to fall. You're going to fall on your face. But they were so enamored with their own stench. They were trying to distract you, or maybe they're still trying to distract you. They think they can still fool you. This was fraud. This was unequally yoked. Wasn't fair. Wasn't balanced. They're having financial difficulties, or whomever this was put you in financial difficulties. They're an opportunist, right? They wanted it all for themselves, wanting to harvest. This is harvest time. See, the grapes are ready to get picked. You're minding your own business. You could be celibate as well, but now the gloves are off, okay? Whatever this is, the divine has called them. The divine has helped you, and this is not for everybody, because a lot of people are having a hard time. But the divine has provided you, or is going to provide you with an opportunity to be able to provide for yourself, okay? To be self-sufficient here. After everything they did towards you, to take from you, to hurt you, harm you, the gloves are off now. Oh, that flipped over. Weird. Yeah, you never got any help from these people. They never cooperated with you. Somebody's very lazy, don't want to put the work in, and disrespectful. Never helped you. This is ending a third-party situation, a collaboration, or it's a contract or a fake contract. See, they wanted you to do all the work, and they wanted to just take it. Just They're standing there watching you work. They're looking at you like you were a gold mine. Or maybe they will now. I don't know. Now they want to work with you. You don't want to work with them. You work alone. Now they need your help? Yeah, I don't think so. I'm too busy working. Yeah, somebody's a gold digger and a cloud chaser, male or female. You might have had some really rough times financially. Yeah, in debt. Born from Peter to pay Paul, or this is them. Something's unfair, unbalanced. This was unfair what they did to you. This was, they really wanted you to look unstable, like you're the jealous one. You're the fuck up. You know what I'm saying, right? Could be family, could be siblings. Oh yeah, they're the fuck up. Meanwhile, they were truly, truly the fuck up. They were jealous of you. They're unfaithful. You can't trust them. Very manipulative. Very greedy and selfish. Codependent. It's not they're lazy. They don't work. It's not because they can't. It's because they choose not to. This is somebody you cannot trust. Okay, they're very manipulative. They're ungrounded. They're in debt. They can't play games with you any longer. They could be sick or injured, or they're feeling ashamed of themselves, or in their self node, or they wanted to keep you in your self node. They have no faith. They're losing hope. They want you to lose hope. You could have been drying up your money, pushing people out of your life here, playing games. Yeah, somebody was malicious and ruthless and cruel. Somebody could be drinking or imbibing in other things. Whoever this is, or these people, it could be more than one, they took your love and dumped it out. They didn't appreciate it. Because for people that don't know true love, self-love, unconditional love, when they come around people that do love unconditionally, it looks foreign to them. They don't understand it. So they push it away. They run from it. They tease you. They want to hurt you because it's foreign. Somebody's very malicious, ruthless, and cruel, and very careless with your emotions. They're not in control of their emotions right now. They could be very dangerous at this time. They're emotionally manipulative, emotionally unavailable, and immature, self-serving, and self-absorbed. They lost their job or whatever they tried to do. It didn't work, or they're losing hope because they were planning to come in and open up emotionally, but it's not going to work. You've ignored them. You blocked them. They're acting like a victim, potentially, to a swords. There's mental conflict here. They're going to claim, I didn't know. Whoever this is, it's too much like work to put the effort in. You had to go, like I said, follow your gut. Because you're blindfolded, okay? You didn't know what to do. You didn't know what was going on. And behind this, people were laughing. People were lying to your face, doing stuff behind your back. So you had to really listen to your gut. And that was your guide, truly, okay? But at the same time, I'm looking at these two as if it's the angels. They were guarding you, okay? Yeah. Wow, somebody's in denial. They're having an emotional outburst. Just heard that. They're trying to stall you. Cause setbacks and delays in your world. They wanted your destiny. Maybe you didn't know it, but now, yeah, they're going to die. I don't know. They're trying to stagnate you. It's a reversal of fortune, a change of direction. They want you back into another, maybe at one point you were in a karmic cycle. Sounds like it. I mean, we all were at one point. They want you back there, but they're going to stay there. This is karma. This could be Archangel Michael. I was picking up the angels here. The truth is known. Somebody wanted your crown. They lost their crown, the connection with Source. Archangel Michael came in and severed it. This is somebody with a higher perspective. It could be law and order. It could be you, them, male or female. But somebody's speaking the truth. They have authority. Very intellectual, very smart and wise. They're not going to pull punches, okay? They're going to speak the truth, whether whomever likes it or not. Resisting change. Someone kept doing something over and over again. It was getting stale. It's getting old. It's a permanent, profound loss or ending for whomever this is. Okay, so they can't start over. This is somebody they can't overcome. They didn't want to stop or end past cycles to begin new ones. Somebody's refusing. They're digging in their heels, refusing to move on. They're gonna have to cut their losses. They want you to come back. So they wanted to change things in your world. Dry up your money, push people away from you, cause hardship in your life where you would come back, but nothing's changed. You're not coming back. And they're going, yeah, see, they were trying to get you to go towards poverty. But it looks like they followed somebody else out into the cold. They're going towards lack and loss, and you're walking away with a big bag of loot on your back. Or whoever they were working with, this was a poor investment. Whoever they were working with made bank off of this person, maybe. Maybe it's a third party. If it's a relationship, if it's a friendship, if it's a family scenario. I know it's all over the place. Sorry, it's the energy. They're going to court, whatever this is. If it's court, they better get a lawyer. This is law and order. This is, yeah, somebody's taking action. New beginnings, new passionate opportunities, growth and expansion. Get your hand off of my wand. Reckless, careless, foolish. They took unnecessary risks. There could be an issue of SA here. Accusations of it. They thought you were gullible and naive. Maybe somebody wants to come back in and get you in the sack, and or they're going to claim that they slept with you, or they're going to claim you did something sexual. I don't know. No new beginnings here. They don't want you having new beginnings. They're under a lot of pressure, a lot of burdens. They put a lot of burdens on your back. But you were smart enough to know. See, normally, on this card, the Ten of Wands, the person's carrying all 10 wands, and they're buckling beneath the weight of the burdens, okay? Usually it's going uphill. In this deck, he's only holding on to one wand. So whoever this is, you or someone else, is smart enough to know that these other wands are not their burdens. It belongs to other people. They placed them on their back. They're only holding on to their burdens, what they're responsible for. Could go the other way. They are responsible for all of these burdens, and they just want to take a part responsibility of what they've done. It's an apology here. Could be a child, an apology. You use your intuition. It's a new beginning for you. Somebody's very childish or childlike. There's a fish in that cup, though. Yeah. There could be a sudden appearance or sudden departure. There's no contingency plan here. They can't move forward. They don't know what to do. Two of Wands. They're unable to make a decision. They're trying to block a union. Or they did block it. They're going to apologize for blocking a union or not making a decision about your union. So it could be somebody that's afraid to make decisions, commit, you know what I mean, once and for all. Yeah. Somebody's jealous, abusive, a bully. It could be very promiscuous, or they claimed you were. They could have been doing some magic, blocking the magic, if it's magic. It could be all these things and then some. It could be some one and or none. Yeah. A lot of secrecy going on here. You're not speaking to them. Maybe you do read tarot, or they do. Or if you do read tarot, some people look at it as evil. It's not. You don't manipulate energy. You don't talk to demons and the devil. You are very balanced between your dark and light energies, your masculine, feminine energies. You're very obedient. You don't say much, but you observe. You are a watcher. Which is a high wisdom here. It's good, solid, sound wisdom, counsel. You have a lot of intuition. And you're very obedient, like I say. You don't say much until they tell you. The divine tells you to say something. You let this go. You were able to let this go very easily. You hurt somebody's pride and ego because you let them go so very easily. They held a grudge against you. They wanted to embarrass and disgrace you, or they're feeling embarrassed and disgraced. It's over. Yeah, it's a Tower. It's going to happen quickly. It's going to be a shock. It's coming down. This is the universe, okay? It's not you. It's the universe. Somebody's getting kicked out of somewhere, or they have been. They're going to be flattened here. Okay? I mean, this is going to be bad. The lid's getting blown right off of this. Wow. This is a redirect. This is not meant to be. Okay? Knight of Pentacles beneath that. Somebody's going to have to take ownership. You were trying to delay this. It's blown right off. They could have tried to fuck around with your crown chakra, and they got an instant reply from the divine. Yeah, this is all greed, jealousy. It's a bully. It's a tyrant. Somebody's corrupt. They're money motivated and focused, right? Could be an ex-husband as well. Could be a female, though. Somebody's lazy. They're interested in spending money, but they don't want to make it. But they want to look like they're made of it, right? Devil energy. Damn. They're obsessed. They have addictions, codependency issues. This could be bound to the devil or to a contract. Definitely doing spell work here on top of the Queen of Wands. Could be somebody online. Somebody's watching, waiting. They could be investigated here, under surveillance. This is news you don't want to hear. Communication from afar. If you notice, there's 3 people approaching this one person. This reminds me of authority figures. They don't look too happy here. They're going to come and tell you something. I don't know. Somebody wanted power, control. Very toxic and karmic. They're spying on you, watching you. Somebody's learned something. And that sword is up in the air, meaning the truth. Yeah, they didn't want to let go. It didn't serve. They didn't foresee this. They didn't want you moving on. That's what it is. Or they can't move on without you. It is what it is. They want you to come back. They imagined you coming back, or imagined themselves coming back to you. But they're going to have to cut their losses. This was an injustice that was committed against you. They're scared. They're sick. They're injured. Or they made you sick or injured you. This is a scandal. They don't want to heal. Oh, no. They don't want to heal. There's a lot of gaslighting, mind games, power plays here, okay? Could be reactive abuse as well. They were poking the bear, trying to get a reaction out of you, but you let this go very easily. You walked away with your head held high. You did not engage. Now they're fighting, finger pointing, blaming one another. Maybe they got into a fight with whoever they were working with. 5-5 if this resonates. They're parting ways. They're grieving and regretting. Some blood was spilt here, and tears. They left you to drown and thought it was funny. Now they're realizing the severity of their actions. They always thought they could come back towards you, but no. They're having nostalgic memories. This is somebody from your past. Could be children, could be family, siblings. It's over. Ending a cycle to begin a new one. You're innocent. Maybe you've gone through this your whole life. Ending a cycle to begin a new one. This is lessons learned. Maybe you are online bringing up your past. You know your value and your worth, and people see your value and your worth. You're moving on. This is protection. This is victory. You have the reversal batons in your hands here, and you're within this laurel wreath, seal top and bottom, protected on all sides. You're good. You're wrapped in this mauve purple sash, indicating spiritual royalty. They're grieving and regretting. Letting you, this relationship, this partnership, this soulmate connection, they're being exposed. This is public humiliation. They're hiding from the public. Somebody could be on the down low. They were giving and receiving with others, prioritizing others. And this could be getting paid or paid to do something, or they were paid others to do something against you. You were very generous. They were hiding the fact that you were very generous with this person, very fair and balanced. Yeah, you're speaking your truth. You're very balanced. It's making sense. I just heard that. Is this a balanced relationship, whether it's love, family, friend, business, right? They were treating you like a bank. They were just beggars, and people were taking. That's what I'm picking. So now you're speaking your truth, male or female. It could be law and order. It could be anybody, a doctor. It could be male or female, like I said. But you spoke your truth. The sword's up in the air. And that brought change with that butterfly at the end. It could be somebody transitioning as well. But you have a high perception with the bird up in the air. The clouds are down here, not near your head. Your mind is not cloudy. You're quite focused. This is a speaker of some sort, okay? Somebody's astute, discerning, wise, intelligent, and intuitive. And you're not holding back. You're very blunt with your words because it's the truth. You're not going to waste your breath. Okay? They betrayed you. You know they betrayed you. You were waiting for them to come clean, make good on it. It was a bad investment. They spent the money possibly. This was misappropriation of funds. They didn't invest in you. It's a harsh and painful end. They relied on a hoe. He's carrying a hoe, right? They don't have proof and evidence to try to get more money from you or whatever this is. It's the end of the line. They can't go any further. You get what you give here, okay? Yeah, they bore false witness against you. Somebody could have lost a child. I'm sorry if that's happened. My condolences. But this could be divination abuse. They're in debt. They wanted you in debt. They took a huge gamble. There is a middleman here, or a middle woman. But they took a huge gamble and lost. They didn't want to learn a thing. Didn't want to do any follow-up on anything. This is just no new beginnings, no practical approach. They didn't make any payments. Yeah, they're scared now because he bore false witness. They lied about you, out and out lied about you. There is no new beginnings for them. Yeah, they're in their emotions. They thought they could buy love, buy your love. No, the truth is coming out. They can't hide this. This is emotions. See that dove, that peace dove? It's on its way out. It's leaving. If you want peace, you got to learn to love yourself, love others. Let things go. Stop harping on the past, hanging on to the past. But this is new beginnings. Self-love, new love, true love, happiness, extreme happiness, and joy. Truth is coming out. They can't hide this. They have to face their shadow. Moon reverses. No more confusion. You did things out of love. They didn't, okay? You're returning to love. They can't move on. They can't escape something. They're in trouble. They didn't want you moving on. They wanted to hold on to you. They're trying to protect themselves. Four of Pentacles. They're greedy and selfish. Miserly. Not giving of themselves, spirit and soul. Just heard over my dead body. So, they're trying to protect themselves. They could have done some unalive spells. Or they're trying to hold back the communication about somebody that's transitioned. Or how they really transitioned. But this is also change. You're stable and secure. You're holding back. This could be forgery. This is somebody that's trying to impersonate you. Very combative, angry, abusive. They feel entitled. Could be some sort of forgery. Somebody's very angry that you're shining a light on something or somebody else's. There's an investigation. The snake has been caught. Dogs are loyal. They should have been loyal to you. Okay, could have been the third party. That was the snake. You've ascended here. Made a decision, something to do with a contract. You are on your own. You're good on your own. You know this person's a snake. You're not going there. Why would you go back there? You do have a direct connection with Source. You're using your higher wisdom. This is watching and waiting. You hold the light. You have a lot of light here. There we go. You know your value and your worth, and people are finding this out. They think they still have an opportunity with you. They're going towards lack and loss, going towards poverty. They left you on the outside looking in. Could be up to 3 people or more. But somebody's walking away with lion's share. Yeah, you're letting go. This is awareness. Illumination. Somebody could be getting arrested as well. They're acting like a victim or a martyr. There's no more delays here. You let this go. You overcame. You saw it from a different perspective all along. They thought that they'd come in and rescue you and look like the hero, but meanwhile they were profiting off of you. Hell no. It is what it is, okay? It is what it is. They might be getting arrested for something, or they're getting hauled into spiritual court, or 3D court, or both. Yeah, lying, cheating, and or stealing. They're trying to escape a situation. You're the one that got away. They walked into a trap, or they're trying to get you to walk into their trap. This could be a baby trap. This could be a divine feminine energy, or a mother, a mature woman. Somebody's really nervous. They're burdened here. Could be having nightmares, 9 of Swords, the worst that's happened. They're burdened, they're worried, they're anxious. Somebody's very anxious. They did this to their mother, I just heard for some of you. Or there's a pregnancy. They're nervous about this pregnancy. They burdened you. Whatever this is. Yeah, there's been lies. No truth or clarity. No communication. Somebody's nothing but a liar. No new beginnings. Yeah, unfaithful. Can't come correct. They lied about a payment. They lied about being committed. Third-party situation. Contract. Making a decision. You've ascended. You made the right choice. Here's the angel coming in with that sword to finally pull you two apart. Whether it's friend, love, family. Okay, the mountains. They made mountains out of molehills. Wow. They can't slow you down anymore. And they're heartbroken. They brought a lot of heartbreak to you. But you mended your heart. And you see that? Or you're mending your heart. You're elevating, you're ascending. Third-party situation. Swords all over the place. I'm picking up everyone's, not everyone's, but many people's energies. I apologize. Younger woman, you or them. Or they wanted a younger woman. Or whatever. Money's more important than love. Well, they find out. At the end of the day, when everything goes south, down the shitter, Nobody's there for you. Yeah, see how that goes. An obsessive lover, or they claimed you were and you're chasing them. I got that yesterday. You're dealing with karmic friends or somebody else's karmic friend group doing magic on you. Could have said you had addictions, or they do. Okay, 11 is justice. Could have been an injustice that was done towards you. Sounds like it. The child I was meant to be. You could be dealing with a child, one of your children or somebody else's, or you're someone's child. We all are. Or somebody wanted to be you as a child, from somebody from childhood. Okay, 8, and that is, you get what you give with 8. Infinity symbol, right? Strength, courage. They wanted power. Somebody who's in their ego, wanting power and control. You're very gifted, or you're going to receive a gift, or they wanted you. Wish fulfillment here. You're an inspiration. Your prayers are being heard. Courthouse. So somebody's going to be in 3D court, spiritual court, or both. They're going to have to answer for what they've done. Sorry, I just had to get rid of the incense. Makes me cough sometimes. Okay, where are we going with this, Spirit? Let's see. What's the advice here? Dreamweaver in reverse, 8 in reverse. This is karma. The Well Watcher, 7 in reverse. They're being stopped in their tracks. Wow. They can't overcome this. It's not going anywhere. And it's all in reverse today. Damn. Horse King, 42. 6 in reverse. So we have 8, 7, 6. So someone's devolving. Prison wife in reverse. They lost control zone. He was in their power, or in their ego. You know what I mean? They wanted power and control. Corrupt. Okay, so we have Dreamwalker 8 in reverse. The Dreamwalker challenges you to wake up from your restless sleep in which you're not dreaming at all. This is the time to remind yourself of your passions and the aspirations you may have left behind. Perhaps you should reconsider and allow yourself your precious dreams again. Don't give them up. There's always a way they can return to you as long as you don't try to dictate the forms they take. Another way the Dreamwalker challenges you is when you're in the middle of a nightmare brought on by you or by others. Wake up and don't struggle, for she reminds you that the divine will lead you out of the bad dream and into a much better one. This too shall pass. So just trust, have faith, okay? Pray, pray, pray. Be mindful that you have a unique and special purpose. You're always actively influencing your reality through your thoughts and reactions to life's challenges. Sometimes all it takes is a change in perspective. Really, you know what I mean? Or try to get your mind off of it. It's not easy sometimes, but it is what it is. It's different for everybody. So the Challenger, the Well Watcher, wisdom, power of the divine. So if somebody doesn't have any wisdom, they don't have the power of the divine. The divine has turned his back, potentially. I'm not speaking on his behalf. I would never do that. But this is dreams, the collective good, and illusions. There's no more illusions. They try to pass this off as for the collective good. It's not. Okay, it's harming others more than anything here. The Well Watcher comes to let you know that you've run out of steam. Self-will alone isn't enough to make things happen. All cannot be yours at this time. If you feel you're going nowhere, it's because you're meant to stay put. Willfulness can lead to your becoming like the bull in a china shop, creating havoc as you push forward. So if you're going against the grain, everything's going to fall apart. It's going to, you know what I mean? It's going to be a disaster. Go with the flow. Remember the sacred creative source of the water in the well. Drink some, be still, and contemplate the true origin of power. It isn't you. So whoever this is wanted power, and I just heard fame for some of you, but control, power, attention, they wanted it all, but it's not for them. They wanted somebody else's life. So drink deeply of the wisdom of the divine and listen to the beautiful music playing through your life. When you've made conscious contact with your higher power, you can move forward again, replenished and renewed. This is also an important time to restore harmony in your relationship, since you may be temporarily out of tune with another. If there's a power struggle between you, remember that only the divine has true power, and you won't feel the need to struggle anymore. So if it's not your life and you're taking on the role of somebody else, taking on their persona, doing what they're doing, it's not for you. Just say, hypothetically, your best friend's a doctor, so you went down that route too, because you haven't discovered who you are yet, and you put all that money and effort into becoming a doctor, but you're not happy. You're going against the grain, and you're fucking up at work. You're making mistakes. You're not happy. So it's reflected in other areas of your life. I know this is going, pardon me, going off on a different tangent, but this is for somebody out there, and it's reflected in other areas of their life where they're not happy. They're not happy at home. There's also a third party, a cheating, obsessive lover involved. I don't know. Everything's going downhill fast for whomever this is, okay? Taking on somebody else's persona in life, being a doppelganger, everything's blowing up in their face. They're going to have to take accountability. I'm definitely picking up spell work here. So the Horse King, Challenger, this is assistance and control. They have no more help, or they didn't help you. Are out of control. The Horse King wants to know why you think you can do everything by yourself. Keeping control of everything around you is counterproductive and exhausting. You may lose an important opportunity if you insist on being stubborn. The Horse King is patient, however, and will wait for you to come to your senses and accept the help you need. You won't be able to reach your goal otherwise. So that could be for you, okay? So yet the Horse King says that all it takes is a decision to jump on his back, ask for help, and graciously allow yourself to be carried to your destination. Let go of control, and amazing things can happen for you. So congratulations for you. They tried to imprison you. You're free. Maybe you don't realize it yet. I don't know who this is. Maybe you thought, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. But you're free, okay? Maybe you're setting obstacles in front of yourself. No, they really wanted to imprison you, keep you small. By the way, stubborn. I haven't been posting a lot lately, obviously, and I apologize to my members, by the way. I am trying to get back into it. I'm still healing. It's going to take a couple of weeks, the doctor said, so it is what it is. But at the end of the day, please subscribe if you haven't done so. Help me out. Bring up my numbers. I haven't been posting a lot lately, so that would be a great help if you wouldn't mind. I would appreciate that. I love you guys. Thank you. I know you got my back. I got yours. Anyways, let's get a couple more here. See where we're going to go. They brought a lot of conflict into your world. They're experiencing a lot of conflict, difference, disputation, and quarrel. They want to fight with you, okay? They do. They want to fight with you. They're getting some sort of energy from you. I just said, okay. Yeah. You see it for what it is. You're like, yeah, no, I don't think so. You're stable, harmonious. They want you to accept their bullshit because they were gaining from you off of your energy, off of being you, taking on your personality, maybe cloaking their energy and yours, switching. But they were gaining from you, okay? They were plucking off your tree. Cultivation, profit, and conclusion. So this is coming to an end. Yeah, they're caught up here. They tried to bind you. It only served to bind them. They're stuck in a commitment, maybe with this third party that we picked up. And it's not for everybody. You only take what applies in your story. They're stuck here, or they wanted you bound. Binding, obstruction, and contract. They didn't realize that you were a blessing. They thought, oh, I can just swindle them. You're nothing but a blessing. Nothing but a blessing. You're more than that, I'll tell you that much. Fulfillment, well-being, enlightenment. You're very enlightened. Now they're being enlightened, okay? How much of a blessing you truly are. Endorsements. They were coaxed. They went to the highest bidder, whoever had the most. Could be some temptation, some blackmail. Where'd that come from? I meant bribery. You know, whoever had the most. Persuasion, bribe, and temptation. They thought they'd triumph over you. They paid people to do stuff against you, but you came up. You went through some hardship for sure. You climbed these high mountains. Triumph here, success, victory, and achievement. You're going to get some good news. You are good news. Encouragement, miracle, and surprise. One more, and then we'll shut it down. You might get some good news, a message, something in the mail, phone call. They tried to cause a natural disaster for you, and they couldn't. This is risk, frustration, survive. They're not going to survive this. They wanted to frustrate you. They want you to take a risk with them. If you take a risk, if you go back to them, if they do come back and they want you to come back, blah, 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 trying to bullshit you some more, it's going to turn into a natural disaster. So, yeah. They were doing something on schedule, possibly spell work, management, plan, and organize. Somebody stuck in their pride. Their goal was to climb up off of your energy. You're getting some spell work or some divination done on you. You could be a tarot card reader. Maybe try, if you are a reader, maybe they're trying to steal your work. Maybe they're claiming you're stealing theirs. I don't know. You're highly intuitive, though. You saw it coming. Or you knew what they were doing before they did it. They bowed down to materialism, okay? They made a vow to one another. They broke their vows. I don't know. Wish, hope, and worship. What'd I tell you? Put wish in one hand and hope in the other. Is that how it goes? Yeah. Anyways, they're on overload right now. Accessment, obligation, and overwhelm. They're facing homelessness, failure, castaway, and poor. And you're sleeping soundly at night. Satisfaction, comfortable, lazy day. You know, it doesn't mean, oh, look at this, they were doing magic. They had an alliance to do magic on you. And you're sleeping soundly at night. And yeah, they're facing a nightmare. You're trying to induce nightmares into you. Somebody coached them to do so. Claimed they were a professional. No. Now they want to apologize because it's right back to them. They were protesting against you. And you're relaxed. You're calm. Everything's going great. This is online. They had an idea to do this on a life spells. There we go. To a sweetheart. They were daydreaming about this. Reservation, because they're in love with materialism, right? Their worth is what they own and how they look in front of people, right? They want to be desired. They're very extravagant. They're going to spiritual court. They're going to be jailed here spiritually, physically, the 3D or both, captivity, tolerance, and unfreedom. They wanted you bound. They have an altar somewhere doing this because they were furious at something to do with the online community. You're an introvert. You're very private. You're very separate. They hesitated before doing so, but they went through with it. Now they're sick. They're going down memory lane. They're sick. They were strategizing against you, planning, trying to get predictions from readers. This is loss, bereavement, sorrow, and damage. You're finding out how gifted you truly are. Your eternal love was a gift to them. You persevered. You jumped over these hurdles. Now they have to compromise, or they're wanting you to compromise because there's evidence as to what they were doing to you. You're still calm, cool, and collected. They have to stop. They're trying to stop your luck, your blessings. There was a puppet master here playing dance monkey dance, pulling some strings, making it look like they're deserving. They have good morals. This was a collaboration against you. They were cursing you, hexing you, because you love yourself. You could be stubborn, or they were stubborn. They didn't want to live. This was an adventure for them. They were blind to the truth. You're getting justice. Or you walked around, you carried on life each and every day. Maybe you knew they were trying to tap into your energy. You knew what they were saying or doing, but you chose not to look at it. You just kept going. You get your justice. Their mask is coming off. They had multiple masks, by the way, trying to rob you some way, somehow. They thought it was unfair. Maybe they claimed that you were robbing their work. I don't know who. Their man, their woman. I don't know what this is. Their ideas, their persona, but it was the opposite. Okay? Whatever they accused you of, they were doing. Whatever this is, it's ridiculous. I apologize. It's all over the place. I had to go take my medication right now. So do me a favor. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll be okay this month or next month, but I still want to make sure everything is copacetic at the end of the month, if you know what I'm saying. I love you guys. I thank you for being here, and until next time, take care.